my name's Katie. I'm a law student and I want to specialise in human rights. As soon as I heard about this case, my heart bled for Trayvon's family. I'm from a family where a lot of destruction has happened. I'm from Ivory Coast. My dad is from Mali and they're both war-torn countries. I'm very fortunate for my mum, who's explained to me from a young age all the injustices of capitalist countries such as America and Britain. And I just want to say today that as a young woman and the young men out there, we shouldn't be ignorant to all these type of things. We should stand up as our elders do. As young people, we shouldn't think that it won't happen to us or our family, because Trayvon could have been my brother, he could have been my cousin, he could have been anyone in my family. So I just want to say that these type of things, as young people, and not even just young people, everyone, we should stand up. It's not easy. We are a minority, but we can be a majority, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on, young people, take over the mic. Let's hear your voice.
Yeah, I go by the name of Raspet Fire Bingi.
All right,
Activist,
brother.
Pan-African, you know.
Say it again.
Raspet Fire Bingi.
All right.
My fire is for colonialism, imperialism, capitalism, racism,
All right.
and all these things that are destroying us every day.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Me personally, I don't think we're going to get justice from a criminal justice system that hasn't treated us right from the time that we've come in contact with it. And I think that's the reason why we're all here today. So I think we need to stand in solidarity as people and be building something for ourselves in order for us to be independent and self-sufficient, so these things can't happen to our nation. They couldn't have gone into the Chinese neighborhood and done that, and they couldn't have gone into the Indian neighborhood and done that, simply because those neighborhoods are strong within themselves, economically and socially, and they're together. So I'm just saying that we need to get together. I don't know how many of our people here have watched Hidden Colours, and I know of Umar Johnson from Hidden Colours. Well, we're bringing Umar Johnson over here, and he'll be here on Friday and Saturday, yeah, of this week, and it's going to be a free event. So we can get together and try move forward. No justice, no peace.
All right.
Just a quick word regarding the U.S. justice system. In terms of the federal government taking a case against Zimmerman, I am fully behind that. However, it's my understanding at least that a $1 million reward was offered for Zimmerman's capture by the new Black Panther Party. And the long and short of it is, Obama, you need to do your job, or we're going to do it for you. And at the end of the day, it might come down to that. Because we're pretty foolhardy to really think that this system is going to give us justice.
Before I introduce the next person, we're going to have a little intermission where we give some poets and a few chants, people who've got a poem or anything. If you've got a poem and you want to share it with us, please come forward. If you want to say something very important in a musical format, please come forward. But in the meantime, we're going to get a solidarity message from the Socialist Workers' Party.
Okay, yeah, thanks a lot. My name's Josh. I've just returned from the United States, actually, from California. As someone earlier said, there's a massive hunger strike currently going on across the US, California's prison system. And I think we've got to be clear that the system in America, the capitalist system, that uses racist divisions, that imprisons black people on a much larger scale than any other minority. I mean, if you read Michelle Alexander's The New Jim Crow, she talks very much about how there's currently more young black men in prison that were in slavery in 1850 before the Civil War. And that's a really disgusting fact. But whilst I was in San Francisco, there was a number of incidents, and these include police brutality, and there was a young man called Derek Gaines who was gunned down by a racist police officer in South San Francisco not too long ago, and people marched on the streets and they organised much like we're doing here. And there's others, obviously Oscar Grant in Oakland, who was gunned down by police as well. And I think we've got to be clear that we stand as a broad movement, we stand in solidarity with one another to say that we're not going to allow racism to divide our communities, so we're going to fight back against it. But I think we have to be wary of the wider fight to stop this racist system, to end division. And I think we've got to be clear that in Britain, when David Cameron goes on television and says multiculturalism is to blame for austerity, that multiculturalism is to blame for the reason why there's individual terrorist acts, then we're not going to be divided by that, and we're going to stand together. And I think our best opportunity to do that is really at the Tory Party conference this year, and in a few weeks when we march through London, in solidarity with the other people that have been murdered by police and the G4S. And so I just want to bring solidarity to you all today. And one more thing, I help out at the Love Music Hate Racism office, and we heard today that Stevie Wonder is now going to refuse and boycott the state of Florida and any other state that supports the Stand Your Ground laws. And I think that's an absolutely right thing to do. And I think we've got to be clear that we have to march, we have to fight back against this racist system, we have to stand together as one. Thanks a lot.
I don't know if any of you have had the pleasure to witness some of the talented people that we have present. This gentleman's name is Dreadmark, and I'm not going to say anything more, just savor, listen and savor.
Blessings, everybody. Now, I am, as we are all, to say the least, very disappointed with the verdict, though not surprised. As the guy earlier in the yellow and grey striped top said, there's a whole deeper, darker agenda from 500 years. There's no mistake, no accident, it's all planned. And if you really check it and do your research, Barack Obama is Dick Cheney and President Bush's cousin. They're all related. And if you do some more research, because I've been doing my research for about 30 years now, and if you check Project Paperclip, you'll see that when the world was made to believe that we defeated the Nazis, they basically set up shop and home with the American government in exchange for their technology. So this is a whole deeper, darker agenda of what's really going on. And I'm just going to give you a little poem related to this deeper, darker agenda. This is called Time for Disclosure, because I've been doing a lot of research and there's a lot of things hidden that they're not really showing, and it's only really when you go deep and you start to pull this thing up and you really see what's really going on, and it gets very deep and it gets very dark. Alright. Don't say me never warn ya. True enough, we have to go tell enough of them. It's time for disclosure, yeah. Everybody get ready for the ride of your life, cause it's time for all of the people to wake up and take over. Open your mind and see what's been going on in front of your eyes. Freemason government feeding your lies for thousands of years. They've been in a disguise, but now it's time for disclosure. True enough, them a turn soldier to fight in a legal war with a hidden agenda. Man, woman and child get dismember. 2 million innocent lives been taken. The British and American government secret societies are running everything. It's time to awaken. When I turn on the TV, want to see violence and crime. You them up one buck wild enough and them I take madness up as a habit. Don't say me never warn ya. True enough, we have to go tell enough of them. It's time for disclosure, yeah. Everybody get ready for the ride of your life, cause it's time for all of the people to wake up and take over. Ascension 2012, a transformation to the 5th dimension. You wanna go there, then raise your vibration. My calendar predicts it's the end of the world when the planet's in alignment. But I don't watch that cause I'm infinite. I know that I'm gonna come back, but I'm gonna start where I left at. We are all intrinsically connected, that's why the government want to separate us. Enough confusion and a lot of chaos to lower everybody's self-esteem, cause he who stands for nothing will fall for anything. We're all of the indigo children, we've got to rise up, deal with the situation before it's too late. Too much destruction, Greys, Draco, Syrians, Palladians, not forgetting humanoid reptilians. Not all of them are bad, some are working for the interest of the human, but enough of them in a Babylon system engineer every war and recession. Enough of them never knew that President Bush and Barack Obama are cousins. Don't say me never warn ya. True enough, we have to go tell enough of them it's time for disclosure, yeah. Everybody get ready for the ride of your life, cause it's time for all of the people to wake up and take over. New world order, microchips that's under the skin. Chemtrails in the sky, what's going in? Big brother CCTV, them I want to see everything. Babylon could never reach heaven from you see what they done Fahrenheit 9/11. Don't believe what you hear on the TV or see. Yes, listen up massive, big up. And I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Do your research. Do your research. Project Paperclip, Barack Obama, Dick Cheney's cousin. Bless.